Hello, everybody. It has been a while. I did a whole sad story, flash in the pan. I'm back, everybody. And then once the smoke settled, he was gone. He was depressed. That's why. But I'm better now. Um, Part of me going MIA for a couple of months there was the first part in the previous episode. I just going through the withdrawal breakups and just reeling from that and my porn addiction. And what I've recently been doing, which is why I want to talk, is I have officially made it to the point when I hit publication on this, it will be 23 days clean. I haven't relapsed, and so I'll glance over that. But if it is interesting to you all, my website is down. By the way, I have to figure out how to build a new one. So I would say message me on the website. But you can hit me up on joshboltonshow@gmail.com. I think I think I put a link in the description that has my Google Voice number too. So yes, if you actually wanted to text me, no one's ever taken me up on that. But if you ever want to do that, you can also tell me there. But the surefire way is through email, joshboltonshow@gmail.com. Um, Other than that, I've decided with the show, I'm gonna go more of a solo podcast for now, kind of like what I did when I first started. It's important for me to just get back behind the mic. I am not recording this time. I am a hot mess. My room is just a disaster, so it would not be YouTube visually appealing. Um, but the next episode, I will record and post it to YouTube. Wow, that was a long slip. Yeah, I will post it to YouTube and have everything there. Um, What I'm thinking of doing is retooling it when it's the solo podcast is my personal recovery and some experiences and insights. But also because I'm mostly business, talk about the businesses, strategies, and methods I have learned from all my guests. And eventually, um, if I'm able to, get some guests on. But currently, with my schedule being so unpredictable of work, I don't want to commit to a time and then be like, whoopsie, something came up, can't do the recording, and this busy person actually gave me like an hour of their time. Hard to ask for that back. So I'd rather just do solo until I can figure things out. But also, I want to get into mindset. That's a big one, especially with business. You have to have a good mindset, anyways. You just need to have a good mindset for life. And I think that's what I want to kind of more transition to and have fun with. Um, Recently, one of the biggest tools I've been using is this application called Speech to Note. I'm using it right now to outline the whole podcast. It's you pretty much, especially with my ADHD, the way the developers have made this app, you talk into it and it transcribes it, but then it also summarizes your notes. And it'll take all your run on sentences and just cut them off. It's amazing. Like this morning, I was um, working with it on creating an outline for my nonfiction, like porn recovery book. I can write about all the psychological stuff because I've studied that, but I haven't done the like 90 days plus. So I figured by the time I'm done with it, I can credibly say, this is what I'm doing. Um, and it honestly is like the prompts I've figured out for this app is amazing. It's like having a really cheap ghostwriter for everything. Um, and it's only getting better with every update. So I recommend right now, he's still having a lifetime deal at AppSumo. I'll try to link the AppSumo. Um, and just pick up as I think it's like $49 per code, and you need two codes for the unlimited everything. Um, he is planning on phasing this out, so this grandfather deal will disappear. But from what he's told us, though, um, in the future, I'll also link my affiliate link. You get the grandfather pricing, so it would be $100 a year for unlimited Chat GPT 4.0. By the way, not just the 4 Turbo, 4.0. It is slick, and yeah. So little rant on that, but that's what's helping me write my stories and helping me embellish. When I was mentioning earlier with the outline for the recovery nonfiction, I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning today, and I don't know why. So around 3 o'clock, I was fully awake, and I sat in front of my laptop, and I'm trying to type because I didn't want to talk and wake up my parents. And I couldn't type for my life. My dyslexia was kicking in so hard, and I'm like, oh. So I eventually came back, cleaned up everything, and then re-put it into speech to note and had to outline everything for me, and that made more sense. And my goodness, it would have saved me so much time to just do it that way. But the other reason I'm going to bring up the YouTube channel rebuild is I accidentally deleted my old channel when I had some fraud last year. My card got compromised and I forgot to update my YouTube Music subscription. And so I went in and tried to do it. It was rejecting it, and it was saying it was the wrong channel. It was one of my sub channels I made. And I was like, okay, delete that one. And it's like, all right, cool, delete. It says you still have too many channels. I'm like, all right, delete the other sub channel. Well, apparently that one was too tied to the main channel and it just deleted both of them. So all those years of work are kind of gone. Like my website too, just gone. Um, but so I'm gonna rebuild it. I'm gonna use speech to note. I'm actually working with the developer. He's also a prompt engineer. He's gonna help me with a podcast app, a podcast prompt, and so this is where I'm gonna use that prompt and the titles it recommends. And then I found a art generator. Pay him like $5 a month. It's like a California coffee. I don't even drink coffee anymore. Uh, so I use that, and I can. It's a really interesting app. Um, it's one of those. If you're not careful on specifying what the subject's supposed to do or look like, a high probability if you do not put a filter in, it'll probably be a naked subject kind of thing. And it's like, oh, that is not what I wanted. So it's very versatile. So I'm going to use that to generate images. Probably eventually I'll get the OpenAI subscription and work with Doll E3. Like take that photo and be like, all right, here's the photo. Now make it better, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the rebuild. Um, the now doubling back to the guest scheduling problem I mentioned quickly and just kind of slid over was for me right now. I clean pools, by the way. We're hitting summer season, so it's long, hot, and hard, and I usually am just wiped out from getting home from just my work, and so I've really my only free time is on Saturdays. But to be real and frank, entrepreneurs or whatever, like wanting to promote their stuff on a Saturday morning or evening, I don't blame them. They probably would rather be with their kids or their family or their significant other doing events instead of talking to this derp over here. Um, so that's where I'm also working on going to the gym in the morning around 5 a.m. Part of the reason where I wasn't totally upset at waking up at like 3 in the morning gave me an hour to work on my stories, and then I went for an hour total at the gym. I think I did only like a 40-minute workout. It was legs though. Boy, oh boy, are they toasty. And so that's where I'm trying to get back in shape. I realized at a certain point I'm underfeeding myself. I'm not exercising. I'm literally just vegging and depressed. Um, Personal side note, part of the reason why I'm doing this podcast is in the last 7 days, uh, good old Josh here had almost three just meltdowns I was literally screaming at an imaginary person. I was so angry and crying at the same person. And it was like all the emotions. And I sat there and I was like, first of all, I realized both my ADHD and depression, but manic depression, I have a cycle and I can't fight the cycle. It's there. I've learned to delay it and make it longer. And that's something we could probably go into in another episode of how I figure that out. But the cycle is inevitable. I can't get rid of it, kind of thing. So yeah, I realized I'm like, I need to do something I love. I love creating stories, hence the speech to note. I love podcasting, hence why I'm back. And I'm going to aim for twice a week. So there's usually at least 2 days that are not too busy and I actually get home on time, like today. Um, and if worst comes to worst, if Wednesday doesn't work out, I can record something on Saturday, edit it up and post it kind of thing. Or bulk record, I don't know. Um, but that's where I'm excited, especially with AI and the ranking ability and all that. It's exciting time. I feel better. I feel optimistic. And for a long time I did not feel that optimism. And it really bugged me because but since I mentioned it, I'll double back probably the third time now. My first book is well, my porn recovery journey and outlooks on my strategies and knowledge. But the second one is more the business and morale and productivity, how treating your employees well and having a lower turnover rate actually increases your business profits and stuff like that. Contrary to Fortune 500 big companies who practically look forward to turnover for write off reasons, a lot of companies, medium and small, can't afford that turnover. So it would be um, doing that. But then also a lot of the marketing strategies I've learned from the show, putting it into work, words, and just also the customer acquisition without over leveraging yourself as a young company, how to get customers and get them in your door. So it's it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a fun journey, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. Um, I am doing a separate YouTube channel. Call it Mindful Evolve. Um, it's essentially just going to be a really raw, unedited, no like retention editing or and stuff like that of just me talking about what I'm going through, so I don't have to flood the Josh Bolton show with it. Um, but it's me, but it's not kind of thing. It's separate from the podcast, and that's another one where I'm also going to test different strategies to see, oh, if I do this, what does it do? What if I do this? Split testing. I love it for some reason. I'm really into split testing. Um, so yeah, that's about it. I just want to thank you all for being loyal. I looked at my stats before I hopped on, um, and I saw since I last posted the previous one saying, "Oh, I'm back, but I'm not." I got at least on Buzzsprout 40 downloads. That's huge. Like I know there's more. I'll put it that way. But the fact that I can see 40 on it is huge. So thank you. Thank you everyone. You mean the world to me. And I look forward to delivering high value and high content to you on a more frequent and consistent basis. Other than that, love you all. Have a good one. Until next time.
Well, congratulations. You made it to the end. You're a awesome person. Not many make it here. So, being the awesome person that you are, can you do me one more awesome favor? Can you rate and review this on whatever podcast services you're using? If you do it on Apple and you leave an actual written review, I have a thing on my website. I will take your written review and post it for all to see. Congratulations, you're permanently sealed on my site. Otherwise, I am trying to do YouTube more and live streaming. I will try to put as many of the YouTube links in the description of the show as I can. So give your boy some extra help over on YouTube. Watch my videos. I just mute it and change the channel, change the window or something. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for being awesome and see you next time.